Hi, lovely day today it is. Thank you for coming back and joining us at our YouTube channel for Strive Wealth Builders. Today I will be discussing tip 4 for those fix and flippers, which is fix your property. Fix the property. That's the fix in the flip, is fixing the property. And we'll be discussing that today. Before I get started, please allow me to introduce myself for those that are not familiar with our platform. My name is Detra Harris, and I am the Managing Director for Strive Wealth Builders. We are RIA, located here in the San Francisco Bay Area. Please visit our website if you have not done so at strivewealthbuilders.com. Join today. We love to have you as a member. We do not charge membership fees. And also, if you are not a subscriber to our YouTube channel, please click now and subscribe today. We'd love to have you as one of our family members. Now, the prerequisite to this video is to watch the first video, which is called Fix and Flip for Starters. So for those that are new to this business and you think that you want to start off with fix and flipping, which is very common for newbies in this business to start with a fix and flipper, although I don't highly suggest that. My suggestion if you're new to this business is to start with a single family home investing and rent it out. Get that cash. That's my suggestion. But if you have a passion for fix and flipping, maybe construction, you're a very creative person, then fix and flipping may be the way for you to go. There's a lot of movement and a lot of details in for fix and flipping, so I don't suggest starting there if you're new, but give it a try. Why not? I did that. I started out with a fix and flip project for my first project, and I completely sucked. I lost money. It took us a year to flip it. So if you watch that first video on fix and flipping for starters, you're not going to make the same mistake that I did when I first purchased my first fix and flip, which it took us about a year. We made a lot of mistakes and we lost a lot of money. You're not going to do that. That's why I'm here to give you tips. So this is number tip 4, which is fix your property. Now let's just take it back a little bit. I have a video for find the property. That's the first thing you want to do is find it. Then the second tip is analyze your property. And I also have a video to help you get started with analyzing your property. And then we want to fund your property. That was my third tip. And there's a video out there. So we have 4 videos that you should watch before moving forward with this video, which is fix your property. So let's get into that. All right. So now that you have funded the property, you own this property, you're sweating now because it's yours. You have 30 to 60 days to flip this property so you can put it back on the market and you can make your dough. Okay, so what you want to do first is look back at your analysis of your due diligence period when you analyze the deal. That is the time before you move forward with your offer, you have determined what you like to fix on this property, right? So you already know that. So now that you have found the deal, you analyze the deal, you get a sense of what you like to repair, and you funded the deal. Now you move through escrow. Now you're ready to fix the property. By now, you should have looked at a few general contractors and looked at their quotes and compare the quotes and get an idea of who you'd like to hire that has a great reputation and can be timely and does good work and professional and all of these things. So I talked about in my previous videos to make sure you do some good due diligence before you hire a general contractor. Referrals are great as well. Maybe your real estate agent can refer you some really great talent locally that's close to your location. Now, first, you want to make sure that you have you exactly know what's in the scope of work that your general contractor is providing you. You've gone over all those details. You've given the deposit for that and you're ready to go. Because I tell you, once you close escrow, you're on the clock to get these items repaired. So one of the things that I suggest when looking at what you're going to fix for the property, there's different levels of rehab. I strongly suggest if this is your first fix and flip, try to avoid purchasing a property that needs extensive rehab. Some rehabs is down to the stud of the property. You want to stay away from that. Hopefully, your first deal will involve some cosmetic upgrades, and then you can get a nice, healthy um, increase in value at the end of the construction and move on to the next deal. And perhaps your next deal, you will take on a more of a rehab. More rehab is needed in your second deal. So, for instance, if you're in front of the property, standing in front of the property, you want to get a visual of what that may look like. What's really big in upgrades is landscaping. So when I first approach a property, I look at the landscaping because that is a big deal and creates value and great curb appeal. This is what type of landscaping is needed for your upgrades. Then you want to look at the interior siding of your property. Is it in good condition? Do you need to replace any siding? What about the roof? Very important. Do you need to replace the roof? I would typically stay away from a roof replacement on my first fix and flip deal. I strongly suggest that you do the same. You want to look at the windows. What conditions are the windows? Do you want to change out the windows? Do you want to add a patio? And what's the cost of that? So you may want to start on the exterior portions of the property, and then you move to the inside of the property. I like to use React, and that's for affordable housing professionals. You'll know that React inspection priceless because it really trains you well and your eyes well when you walk into a property what to look for. But I've learned through a REAC inspection when you walk into a property, you start from the right of the property and you work yourself way around, starting from the right, moving around to the left. Then that way you don't miss any components within that room and that area of space that you could typically miss if you just jump around. Like I start in the kitchen, then I go to the bathroom, then I come to the living room. So when you walk through the door, whatever room that's there, you want to start and start to the right. So visually, what do you want to look at? You want to look at the flooring. Are you going to replace the flooring? What does the paint on the walls look like? Do you have any holes in the walls? Do you need to do sheetrock? What is the ceiling looking like? What about your lighting? Do you need to put in new lighting? So whatever is available visually that you can see, not behind the walls. That's a whole nother matter. When you open up a wall, you want to pray, Lord, help me, that when you open up that wall, you don't have unexpected issues going on behind the wall. So let's say this property doesn't have any of those surprises. You just want to cosmetically spruce it up and put it on the market and get a good deal for it. So now you want to move into the kitchen. Again, look at your flooring, your walls. What does your cabinets look like? Do you want to replace the countertops? Hopefully they're in good condition and you can just kind of spruce it up a little bit. Sometimes you can just throw a little paint or put in some new knobs on the existing cabinetry and that works. That's an upgrade. Look at your lighting once again and you may want to change out some lighting. And also upgrade your appliances. Stainless steel appliances, that's the way to go. So after you do that, and you look at your kitchen and you look at all your bedrooms, and you do the same analysis, same assessment. Start from the right of the room, go around till you get to the left, and come back, circle back around the room, and look and examine that room and what would you like to upgrade in that room. And hopefully you've already done this with your contractor, so you're ready to go. Get a nice schedule from your contractor that details when this job will start and when it will be completed, and make sure you follow up often with your general contractor to make sure things are on schedule. You also want to avoid from your general contractors what we call change orders. Um, I won't get into a lot of specifics of that, but it can be a nightmare if you have a contractor that repeatedly sends you a change orders, which means that they need to make a change. It's going to cost you money, and that's going to impact your cash flow when you complete the project and when you resell the project. So these are some of the tips that I suggest to you when you're moving into a fix and flip project, and now it's time for you to fix the project. Please stay on track. Make sure that your general contractors and any subs that they're using for the project is also qualified and licensed to do that work. Make sure you pick out your materials and colors ahead of time. I've run into situations where that doesn't always work out well if you don't select a certain material or color, then they'll put in something else that you don't really like. You don't want that to happen. A lot of times, also, if you have a pre-sale working with your agent, include your agent in on your design concept to make sure that you're in alignment with what could sell after you complete the project. So those are my tips for today. Next time, we are going to go to tip 5 in my fix and flip series. And I won't tell you what that is now. So, what you can do is watch the first video, which is fix and flip for starters. That'll give you all of my 5 tips. And next time we're going to I will share tip 5 with you. And then you're ready to go. Get started, get out there, find that deal, close the deal, fix and flip, and make your money. All right. See you next time. Have a good day.